On the screen is every NASCAR champion since the season 2000. What we're looking at here is how many starts they made in NASCAR's top 3 series before becoming a full-time regular. As you can see, 10 of these guys made the jump with less than 100 races under their belt, and Keselowski was the highest at 165. This equals out to an average of 78 races before they went full-time Cup racing. So that's, about a series of trucks, a series of Xfinity, and a couple stragglers along the way. So what I wanted to do today was look at the entire Cup Series field going from most starts to least and see how long it took them to make it to the Cup Series. We start off at 200 races with Noah Gragson. Now he ran 47 Truck Series races, 135 Xfinity races, and 18 Cup races before going full-time with Legacy in 2023. Never won a lower series championship despite finishing second in both the Truck and Xfinity Series, and ran a handful of Cup races for Colleague as well as filling in for an injured Alex Bowman at the end of 2022. Not far behind him at 194 races is Riley Herbst, which 175 of those come from the Xfinity Series that he's ran 5 full-time seasons in. He's won 3 races and has a couple Cup starts as well. 182 races for Ty Dillon, who ran 53 truck races, 111 Xfinity races, and 18 Cup Series before going full-time with Germain for the 2017 Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series season. Austin Cindric made the jump after 169 races. That came from 1 season in the trucks, a few in Xfinity that included a championship in 2020, and 7 Cup starts that he made in the 33 car for Team Penske. Our first champion on this list, Brad Keselowski, comes in at 165 starts. 44 of those were in the Truck Series, 104 in the Xfinity Series, and 17 in the Cup Series. I did not include his Xfinity Series season that he ran for Penske in 2010, which he won the championship because he was already a Cup Series driver for Penske in the 12 car. Ross Chastain made 157 starts, 2 in the Cup Series, 106 in the Xfinity Series, and 49 in the Truck Series, before running 34 races for Premium Motorsports in 2018. John Hunter Nemechek had 153 starts before making the Cup Series, 99 in the Truck Series, 51 in the Xfinity car, and 3 in the Cup Series, failing in for an injured Matt Tifft at the end of the 2019 season. This is counting his stats before he went full-time in Cup in 2020 with Front Row Motorsports. This does not include any of his races when he went back down the pipeline with Toyota through the Truck and Xfinity Series. Another guy who went down and came back up, Cole Custer at 149. He had 42 truck starts, 104 Xfinity starts, and 3 Cup starts before making it to the Cup Series full-time, once again in 2020. Of course, he went down and won the Xfinity Series championship in 2023, but that is not included in this number. He's back to the Cup Series after a few-year hiatus. Joining him on the island of 149 is Tyler Reddick. He ran 63 truck races, 84 Xfinity races, and 2 Cup Series races before going full-time in 2020. Of course, he is a 2-time Xfinity Series champion, 18 and 19. Another 2-time champion at 145 is Austin Dillon. Of course, he has his 2011 Truck Series title and his 2013 Xfinity title. He ran 55 truck races, 77 Xfinity starts, and 13 Cup Series races before joining the circuit full-time for the 2014 season. Bubba Wallace at 134. He had 45 starts in the Truck Series, 85 in the Xfinity Series, and 4 in the Cup Series before going full-time in 2018. The first guy on our list to not have made a Cup Series start before becoming a full-time driver is Christopher Bell at 128. He ran 54 truck races, winning a championship in 2017, and 74 Xfinity Series races before making the Cup Series in 2020. We have Justin Haley at 125. He made 5 Cup Series starts, 69 Xfinity starts, and 51 truck races before running 31 races for Spire Motorsports in the 2021 Cup Series season. He's reunited with them for this year. Another one of our Cup champions at 119 is Ryan Blaney. He ran 18 Cup Series races, 43 Xfinity races, and 58 truck races before going full-time for the 2016 season. One start below him is Josh Berry at 118. He ran 12 Cup races, getting a nice cup of tea with Hendrick Motorsports when Chase Elliott was injured, 95 Xfinity Series races, and 11 truck starts. 2022 Truck Series champion Zane Smith had 113 starts before joining Cup in 2024. 9 of those starts were Cup races, most of them with Front Row Motorsports. 12 Xfinity starts, and 92 truck. He mostly only ran Truck Series, which I thought was interesting, as this has been becoming a shift in the last few years with another guy we'll talk about later. At 110, we had Ricky Stenhouse Jr., who ran 5 races, including an impressive debut for the Wood brothers, and 105 Xfinity races. Of course, he is a back-to-back Xfinity Series champion as well. Something I thought was interesting, Ricky Stenhouse has actually never run a truck race, even to this day. Another guy with no Cup experience before going full-time for 2021 is Chase Briscoe. He ran 108 races, 83 of them coming in the Xfinity Series, and 25 Truck Series starts. At 103, we have Eric Jones, who ran 3 Cup races, 59 Xfinity races, and 41 truck races before making the jump to Cup in 2017. Of course, he is the 2015 Truck Series champion and probably could be the 2016 Xfinity Series championship had the last restart gone a little differently. Our first driver sub 100 is Daniel Suarez at 95, 68 Xfinity Series races and 27 Truck Series races. Of course, he had no Cup experience before going full-time in 2017, and depending on who you ask, that wasn't really the plan, as Carl Edwards stepped away late in January. At 93, we have Todd Gilliland, and all 93 of these starts came in the Truck Series. He hadn't run a Cup race, and he actually to this day still has not ran an Xfinity Series race, which I thought was pretty cool. Just below him at 91 is Carson Hocevar, and a majority of those races also came in the Truck Series, 77 to be exact. He ran 5 Xfinity races and got 9 Cup starts in after Noah Gragson and Legacy split ways. Another one of our active Cup Series champions has Chase Elliott at 80. 9 of these were in the Truck Series, 66 in the Xfinity Series, and 5 in the Cup Series. Of course, he is the 2014 Xfinity Series champion. Equal to him at 80, and the guy who beat him for the 2015 Xfinity Series championship, is Chris Buescher. He ran 74 Xfinity Series races and 6 Cup starts before making his Cup debut. He has never ran a Truck Series race. Another guy who's never run a truck race is Ty Gibbs at 66, 51 of those in the Xfinity Series, and the aforementioned 15 Cup starts that he made in place of Kurt Busch. Ryan Preece made 59 starts before joining the Cup Series. 54 of those were Xfinity races, and he also ran 5 Cup races. 2017 Xfinity Series champion William Byron ran 57 races before joining the Cup Series in 2018. He ran 24 truck races and 33 Xfinity races. 2-time champ Kyle Busch ran 54 races before joining Cup in 2005. He made 6 Cup starts, 41 Xfinity starts, and 7 truck races. The driver of the 51 made 51 starts before joining Cup full-time. Cody Ware had 23 Cup Series starts, 21 Xfinity starts, and ran 7 truck races. 2025 rookie Shane Van Gisbergen made it with only 48 lower series races under his belt, 1 truck start, 33 Xfinity starts, and 14 Cup Series starts. Another guy at 48, Denny Hamlin, made the jump after 5 truck races, 36 Xfinity races, and 7 Cup starts. That's a lot less than the 10,000 he was talking about earlier. 2021 Cup Series champion Kyle Larson made the jump after only 43 races, 6 of those in the Truck Series, 33 Xfinity starts, and 4 Cup starts. Alex Bowman only made 36 Xfinity Series starts before going full-time in the Cup Series with BK Racing in 2014. Our defending champ and 3-time champ, Joey Logano, only made 23 starts before going full-time in the Cup Series. He ran 1 truck race, 19 Xfinity races, and 3 Cup starts. And you gotta think, there's no one who has less than that, right? Well, let me introduce you to Michael McDowell, who made the jump after only 4 races, 3 Xfinity starts, and 1 Truck Series start. Pretty much the only stock car experience he had was 1 season of ARCA. He had come from the open wheel background. He ran the 2007 ARCA Series, winning 4 races and finished 2nd in points. It was a weird setup there at Michael Waltrip Racing that year. He didn't run the first 5 races of 2008. They were doing a musical chairs thing where Dale Jarrett ran the 44 in the first 5 races to fall back on the past champions provisional, so David Rudiman ran the 00 for 5 races before moving to the 44. But at the end of the day, for round 6, McDowell was in the 00, and he was pulled from the car after DNQing for the 29th race at Kansas. I think most people remember him in this car for his flip at Texas. So now that has to be it, right? There's no one who made it to the Cup Series with less than 4 starts, right? Well, wrong again. AJ Allmendinger made it with only 3 Truck Series starts in 2007. He had run the previous 3 seasons full-time in the Kart/Champ Car Series and had a breakout season winning 5 races in 2006. How did it go? Well, he DNQ'd for 19 races, which is 2 more than he started at 17. This equals out to 101 races in NASCAR before going full-time in the Cup Series. So one other thing I wanted to look at was the playoff drivers from the Xfinity and the Truck Series last year and see how many starts they have entering 2025 to see if anyone's close to this number and who might make the jump soon. Unsurprisingly, the left side of the screen is mostly red for Truck Series drivers and the right side is mostly purple with Xfinity drivers, but let's go through it. Jesse Love is the lowest, having only made 36 starts in NASCAR. Nick Sanchez at 54, Daniel Dye at 58, Taylor Gray and Raja Caruth, nice, 69, Sammy Smith at 80, Corey Heim at 84, Ty Majeski at 104, Christian Eckes has 114 starts, Sam Mayer at 131, Chandler Smith 134, Tyler Ankrum 136, Sheldon Creed at $180, Grant Enfinger just below 200 at 198, and the few guys here would have the most starts if they move to the Cup Series. Ben Rhodes at 221, Austin Hill at 246, and Parker Kligerman at 269. I know some of these guys have changed series for 2025. This is just the numbers that they used last year. Of course, Parker Kligerman is kind of doing a part-time Truck Series thing this year. And at the bottom, I just wanted to put Custer, Allmendinger, Herbst, and Van Gisbergen all moved to the Cup Series. That's why their numbers are not on here. I want to thank everyone for checking out the channel. I know that 4-Car Team video has a lot of hits, and I appreciate it. Going to try to be consistent with videos this year. It's going to be kind of a mix of historical videos, kind of looking at past stats like that, but I'm going to have a heavy emphasis on modern day 2025 related NASCAR stuff. So hopefully there's a balance there where people enjoy both types of content. Thanks for watching.